What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of my FIFA 14 career mode with the United States men's national team in the Barclays Premier League. If you haven't checked out the first episode, I definitely recommend you do. There's some very entertaining matches and some great performances from some players, especially Alejandro Bedoya in the first matchup, and Zuzi and Yedlin really changed the game in the second matchup against Crystal Palace. The first match was against Liverpool. In the second match of the episode, we'll be playing Manchester City, who will also be our first opponents in the League Cup. So that'll definitely be a tough matchup for our B squad. As I said before, I'll be putting out our B squad for the Cup so you guys can see the entire 23 from Brazil. And West Ham with the 4-2-3-1, Adrian, Demel, Reed, Collins, Armero, Nocerino, Noble, Cole, Jarvis, Downing, and Carroll up top would definitely be tough to handle. Our only change for Stoke City with this modified 4-4-2 essentially will be Zozi coming in for Beckerman, playing with a true winger in Slight of Jones, who was at left mid before, because we were playing similar to the lineup against Ghana. As you see, Fabian Johnson has this great overlap. Bedoya found him perfectly, has all this space, and crosses it in towards Dempsey, who just finds that room, gets open, heads it in nicely. And, of course, Dempsey has been in fine form from us, and hopefully he continues that form and maybe challenges for the Golden Boot even. We'll see how that goes, as, of course, there are tons of talent for him to compete with for that honor. Taking a look at it again, Fabian Johnson, essentially two-footed player, and just a great cross from him, a great finish. We'll see West Ham come back right here with an over-the-top through ball to Carroll. Some great defense right there from Beasley, but a terrible turnover. Carroll gets that over-the-top through ball. Some guys come over trying to block this shot. Too many guys, and just an easy poached finish. Just an easy tap-in right there off those deflections. I don't know why there were three guys. I brought over one, I know, and there's another guy standing there, but that was just terrible. As you can see, Nocerino goes to celebrate after that poached finish off that rebound. Some great play from them. However, we could have really prevented that goal. As you can see, Howard diving for that, even with the block. Maybe could have changed his fortunes if he didn't dive, but of course that was very well placed even then. Altidore gets the ball right here, plays the ball to Beasley, who cuts in, is going to play the ball back to Altidore, and you can see Zuzi comes in, makes this run. Some great play from Beasley, especially to make that space. And again, Dempsey is wide open for the cross. Very easy finish for him. He was basically wide open. Nobody was covering him. Nobody was challenging him. So we will take that, as you can see, a backflip, cartwheel, whatever the hell that's called, from Dempsey to celebrate his second. Just some great play overall, and I really loved the wing play that allowed Zuzi to cross it and just completely dominate possession right here. Probably could have had a lot more, but they did defend very deep and very well, even with those two goals. We'll see West Ham try to come back right here. Some great interchange, but Tim Howard comes out again and stops that. That was a theme in the first episode. He had some great saves against Liverpool. Ball played right here to Zuzi. Great run. Just hits the post with that. If he would have made that, that would have been very beautiful. Here you can see Kyle Beckerman and DeAndre Yedlin coming on for Alejandro Bedoya and Graham Zuzi, just to shore things up defensively, provide some fresh legs to help down the wings. With that, we move Jermaine Jones up to left mid. Beckerman just sits back, because the problem with Jones, he's a little bit too aggressive in the attack sometimes for a center defensive mid, which a lot of U.S. fans know is very true in real life as well when he plays in that deep holding midfield position. You can see some great work rate. Dempsey steals the ball, and he gets the pass back from Altidore. Just an easy finish for Dempsey. He's just been so amazing. It's nice for him to get a goal that isn't headed for once, because it seems like that's all he scores with me. But a great finish, a nice little finesse shot, a nice pass from Altidore as well. Look at that, just finessed into the side netting. And we take the 3-1 win with a Clint Dempsey hat trick. Of course, we'll be playing a tough opponent next against Manchester City, but we absolutely dominated this matchup against West Ham, which is something that should be happening, of course, because Michael Bradley, Jermaine Jones are so good in the midfield and should be able to handle West Ham's midfield. But we'll get into this very tough home fixture against Manchester City. Taking a look at the starting lineups. Same lineups for us with Stoke City. Zuzi and Bedoya still on the wings, which is something that I may end up regretting. We'll have to see, not playing a more defensive lineup against such a prominent attacking team. It even seemed like some of the top players like Aguero got a rest for this match, but of course their backups and reserves can make a quality team themselves as we take a look at their 4-4-2. Silva, Negredo, Jovetic, Torre, Fernandinho, Milner, Clichy, Kompany, Lescott, and Micah Richards with Pantilimon in goal. Play this ball right here. Fabian Johnson gets Bedoya right over the overlap, plays it back into Bradley. Ball played in back to Bedoya, cross to Altidore. He just hits that. He just skies that right there, unfortunately. Probably one of the best chances we would have all game. One of the two best chances. And again, a cross right here. An easy finish by Jovetic. That's a wonderful finish and some great play for him to get away from the defender. And just a wonderful cross finish, everything. You can see their class right there. Fortunately, quieting the home fans in support of the U.S. team. Just look at that finish. Very simple. And Kompany pushed up so far. And as you can see, Jovetic makes a meal. It plays a great ball to Silva. Plays around. Puts the ball into Jovetic. He has a wonderful control and turn to have a second goal. Just very simple finish from him. But just the turn was absolutely tremendous. And his control just completely juked out Tim Howard and the defender for an easy finish right there. It's definitely not the start we wanted in the first half. Going to half with a draw would have been magnificent, but it's not something we will be afforded, unfortunately. And this was just a terrible mistake by me. I misjudged the ball. I thought I would be able to shepherd out for some reason, for some odd reason. Fernandinho hits the ball in, and Jovetic poaches off the cross to have a first half hat trick. That is just amazing and shows their class and just shows some of the mistakes I made as well that they capitalized on. That's what I like about this next gen. It seems like the computer is much better. As we see another great chance from Jeff Cameron. He just skies that. Could have at least got a just consolation goals. I almost said compilation. But Beasley plays the ball right here to Bradley. Back to the middle to Dempsey, who sees DeAndre Yedlin, his Sounders teammate, and just easy, what may be an easy chance for some is definitely not easy for a guy that's essentially a fullback, but we push onto the wings due to his pace. So hopefully he improves his finishing technique while he's on our squad, as he's essentially a super similar to his role with the United States national team. Take a look. Manchester City completely dominated the match, very worthy of their win. We could have maybe gotten a couple consolation goals, probably should have, but they just showed their class and dominance throughout this match. And with that, we'll be looking at the table, and we're right there in 8th place as the season continues to go on, just 4 games in, as you guys continue to take a look at the table as I sign out right here. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for episode 3 coming very shortly. Catch you guys later.